ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus all over the world. Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sri Mahans, Mahans, Kotari, Tanedar, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas E-Gurukul students, Kailasas NHU students, and thousands of Paramashivoham participants who have logged in from all over the world having Nayanadiksha. I welcome all living and practicing Hindus all over the world and all those watching us live on Kailasa TV, Kailasas NTV, Kailasas Hinduism Now TV, Kailasas Enlighten app, Kailasas Nayanadiksha and other social media platforms such as YouTube Live, Facebook Live and Twitter. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, fourth day of the Chittirai Brahmotsavam celebration in Adi Kailasa, Nityananda Peetham. Today is also one of the important happening for Kailasa. Today, the 292nd Guru Maha Sannidhanam did all the preliminary rituals needed for coronating me as 293rd Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Shyamalapita Sarvanyapitham. Coronation happened on 5th day of the Brahmotsavam. The preliminary rituals were done on 4th day today. So we are almost like 8 years. 8th year anniversary. 2012 it happened and 8 years completed, 9th year entering. Today, Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Meenakshi is gracing in Sarva Alankara, adorned with Amlana Mala, and in the Swarna Shipika, and Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva, Somasundareshwara, along with Parashakti, is gracing in Sarva Alankara, seated on Swarna Rishabha Vahanam. Let's now offer our worship to them. Today is also Sri Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya Jayanti, who revived Shyamalapita Sarvanyapitham. Shyamalapita Sarvanyapitham was revived multiple times. So Adi Shankaracharya also one of the reviver. 117th Guru Maha Sannidhanam in Shyamalapita Sarvanyapita Guru Parampara is Shanmadattavana Tesigar. With that title, Adi Shankaracharya himself ascended there. Shyamalapita Sarvanyapitham in Madurai and revived it. And also Sri Ramanujacharya Jayanti. We will be celebrating all these utsavas today. Let's offer our worship.
पद्मे सुपुम्नान्तमार्गे सुरचन्द्रवीन्द्रधारां विमन्तीं तदा श्रावयन्ती भामूर्तिमम्बां परञ्ज्योतिरूपां भजे। ॐ धूरति पूर्वधूर्वन्तन्तूर्वतयो ओस्मान् भूर्वनिदन्धूर्वयं वयं रूपामस्कन्देवानामस्मृतमं पप्रितमं वह्नितमं देवमस्तममस्तमसिद्धानं दृगंहस्वम् क्षेमा निर्मातुर्विद्धा ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी महाधूपमाघ्रापयामि ओम प्रजातवेदो पठन् निदृतिं ममापतिष्ठमख्यमापः जीवनञ्चोदिच मानोऽस्ति जातवेदो गामश्वं जगत् अभिभ्रदगणागतिक्रिया मां परिपातय ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी महाएकहारति संदर्शयामि ओम अमृते अमृतोत्सवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमः नानाविधानि नैवेद्यानि निवेदयामि वै बह्वश्वायै बह्वजाविकाय व्रीह्यवायै बहुमाषतिलायै बहुहिरण्यायै बहुहस्तिकायै बहुदासपुरुषायै रैमत्यै बुद्धिमत्यै बहुरायस्पोषायै राजास्तु ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति मीनाक्षी देवी नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः सर्वोपचार पूजार्थे सर्वापराध क्षमापणार्थे समस्तमंगल प्राप्त्यर्थे मंगल नीराजनं संदर्शयामि कक्षां धारयामि आलास्यनाथाय महेश्वराय आलाहलालकृतकन्धराय मीनेक्षणाय पतये शिवाय नमो नमः सुन्दरताण्डवाय ॐ धूर्वधूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वयं वयम् पूर्वामस्मन् देवानामतिसस्थितमं पप्रितमं जुष्टतमं वह्नितमं देवभूतममकृतमति हविर्धानन्त्रिगं हस्त माह्वार्मित्रस्य त्वा चक्षुषा प्रेक्षेमाभिर्मा संयुक्ता माध्वाहि कृष्णम् ॐ श्री नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमो नमः धूपमाघ्रापयामि ॐ उद्दीप्यस्वजातवेदो बघ्नन् निरृतिं मम पशुपुष्टमह्यमावह जीवनं दिशोदि च मानो हि गुंसी जातवेदो गामश्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिभ्रदग्नागहि श्रियामा परिपातय ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमो नमः एकहारति दीपं संदर्शयामि ओम मधुवातारतायते मधुक्षरन्ति सिन्धवः माध्वीर्न सन्तोषधीः मधुनक्तमुतोषधि मधुमत्पार्थिवसंरजः मधुद्यौरस्तुनः पिता मधुमान्नो वनस्पतिर्मधुमागम् अस्तु सूर्यः माध्वीर्गावो भवन्तु नः मधु 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 ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमो नमः नानाविधानि नैवेद्यानि निवेदयामि सोमो वा ये तस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजा संराज्यो वा सोमेन यजते देवसुवामेतानि हवीगं शिखवन्ति य एतावन्तो वै देवानागं सवाः स एवास्मै सवान् प्रयच्छन्ति स एनं पुनः सुवन्दे राज्याय देवसूराजा भवति तन्महेशाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात् ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव सोमसुन्दरेश्वर स्वामिने नमो नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः सर्वोपचार पूजार्थे सर्वापराध क्षमापणार्थे समस्तमंगल प्राप्त्यर्थे महामंगल नीराजनं संदर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि
தன்னில் விசாலாட்சி என்ற பெயர் வழக்கு. கங்கை நீராட்சி செய்து வரும் வடகாசி தன்னில் விசாலாட்சி என்ற பெயர் வழக்கு. கோனாட்சி பல்லவர் தம் குளிர்சோலை காஞ்சி தன்னில் காமாட்சி என்ற பெயர் எனக்கு. கோனாட்சி பல்லவர் தம் குளிர்சோலை காஞ்சி தன்னில் காமாட்சி என்ற பெயர் எனக்கு. கொடும் கோலாட்சி தன்னை எதிர்க்கும் மாரியம்மன் என்ற பெயர் கொண்டபடி காட்சி தந்தேன் உனக்கு. கொடும் கோலாட்சி தன்னை எதிர்க்கும் மாரியம்மன் என்ற பெயர் கொண்டபடி காட்சி தந்தேன் உனக்கு. ஆரென்றும் நதி என்றும் ஓடை என்றாலும் அது நீரோடும் பாதை தன்னை குறிக்கும். ஆரென்றும் நதி என்றும் ஓடை என்றாலும் அது நீரோடும் பாதை தன்னை குறிக்கும். நிற்கும் ஊர் மாறி பேர் மாறி கருமாறி உருமாறி ஒன்றே ஓம் சக்தி என உரைக்கும். நிற்கும் ஊர் மாறி பேர் மாறி கருமாறி உருமாறி ஒன்றே ஓம் சக்தி என உரைக்கும்.
மதுரை அரசாளும் மீனாட்சி மாநகர் காஞ்சியிலே காமாட்சி. மதுரை அரசாளும் மீனாட்சி மாநகர் காஞ்சியிலே காமாட்சி. மதுரை அரசாளும் மீனாட்சி.
தில்லையில் அவள் பெயர் சிவகாமி. திருக்கடவூரினிலே அபிராமி.
Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Stop the Hindu Holocaust. I want lot of misinformations about Hinduism to be cleared and the full breadth and depth of Hinduism to be understood. Understand? People understand only one or two components of Hinduism as Hinduism. Like, for example, some people understand only the lifestyle, Charyapada. Like, if you are non-violent and truthful, all the principally lifestyle of Hinduism, vegetarian, yoga. Some people understand only that as Hinduism. There are some not only think only lifestyle Charyapadam is Hinduism, they feel everything else is not Hinduism. That is where the whole problem starts. Understand? They think the lifestyle of non-violence and truthfulness and the Charyapata aspect, vegetarian food and just yoga, that much is enough. That's all is Hinduism. We need to know Hinduism is a great spiritual science. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. Understand? Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. The cosmic beings exist in Kailasa, much beyond any of your understandings about God. The more intense, powerful beings than all your understandings, imaginations put together about God, infinite number of beings more powerful than any idea you have about God exists in Kailasa, higher planes, and manifesting them in deities or in living incarnations is possible. Hinduism has mastered the science. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. One, manifesting the cosmic beings in deities and in living incarnation. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. One of the biggest problems, the modern day Hindus, at least for last 100 years, they did not see this manifestation in Nijavatara in large scale. Ramakrishna did it. Tapovanam, Tirukovilur, Jnananandagiri Swami did it. But they all did it to a small group of their disciples. Only their disciples had the opportunity to see them. So the widespread, the mass did not get to have those darshan. Like when Ramakrishna gave Bhava darshans, Bhava Samadhi darshans, Kalpatar darshans, only handful of people enjoyed. Not more than 2 digit. Never the 2 digit number crossed. It was always small group, 2 digit. So unfortunately, Hindus forgot this is the science from Hinduism. Cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnation, is Kriyapada. Understand? Kriyapada of Hinduism need to be understood. Unfortunately, Hindus need to understand that. Unfortunately, Hindus have forgotten or started denying. I can say one chunk of Hindus agree. The cosmic beings can be manifested in Archavatara, deities. But they are not ready to understand or accept the cosmic beings can be manifested in Nijavatara, living incarnation. That is where a lot of conflict starts happening. But the Vedas and Agamas, Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. Unfortunately, the neo-Hindus who are not understanding, ready to understand, the cosmic beings can manifest in Archavatara, deities. They become anti-temples, anti-Brahmins. I have seen enough of neo-Hindus, Hindutva gang, anti-temples and anti-Brahmins. Same way, some of the neo-Hindus, when they don't understand the science, the cosmic beings can manifest in Nijavatara, living incarnation, they become anti-gurus. Understand? I have seen enough of them. I have seen equal number of anti-Hindus and anti-guru Hindus. I have seen equal number of anti-Hindus and anti-guru Hindus. Listen, I am repeating. I have seen enough of anti-Hindus, anti-guru Hindus. I should say, I am persecuted more by the anti-guru Hindus than the anti-Hindus. If I see the percentage of the attack on me, the persecution on me, surely it is anti-guru Hindus doing more than the anti-Hindus itself. Understand, I am standing for a complete integrated Hinduism. The Charya Pada, Kriya Pada, Yoga Pada, Jnana Pada. All four major dimensions of Hinduism, I stand for all four dimensions of Hinduism. I stand for complete Hinduism. I represent complete Hinduism. I decided to revive complete Hinduism. I am Hindu revivalist. Kailasa is Hindu revivalism completely in all the dimensions of Hinduism, all the sampradayas, all the dimensions of Hinduism. Understand? That is why so much attack on me. Many times I have seen these trolls, abusers, not only anti-Hindus, anti-guru Hindus, both gang abusing my Bhava Darshans, Bhava Samadhi Darshans, left, right, center. Whether Kalabhairava Bhava Samadhi Darshan or Paramashiva Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Bhava Samadhi Darshans abusing left and right, every possible way. Making fun of the jewelries I am wearing or all that. They don't understand. Actually, they try to say, oh, see the luxurious life he is living and see the amount of gold he is wearing and all that. Hey, only 1 or 2 days it will look like a gold. First of all, I am not wearing gold, I am wearing Rudraksha. Because content is Rudraksha, cover is only gold. I am wearing Rudraksha jewelry, not gold jewelry. For you it looks like gold because you are obsessed with gold. I am obsessed with Rudraksha, that's all. Even if you measure the weight, I am wearing more Rudraksha than the gold weight. You measure whatever I am wearing, the Rudraksha weight and gold weight, surely the Rudraksha weight is more than the gold weight. So, I am clear, I am wearing Rudraksha jewelry. So, anyhow, only first day it will feel like gold, day in and day out. Wearing these heavy jewelries and continuously giving darshans is not a joke. Understand? It is real, sincere, hard work. This is one of my tyaga to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma's Kriyapada aspect. The Hinduism's one of the important aspect which need to be revived is Daivam Manushya Rupena. Hindus need to be given confidence about this great truth experientially. The cosmic beings land in Archavatara deities and can manifest through Nijavatara living incarnation. To give that experience to people day in and day out, I dedicate my life to wear the Tirumoola Vedam, the Shiva Vedam, representing those cosmic beings and manifesting them. Surely manifesting them is a bliss. Manifesting them is a bliss, no doubt. But wearing all those jewelries, some darshans, I wear more than 11 or 12 kg heavy dresses and jewels all put together and stand 2 or 3 hours giving darshan in Bhava Samadhi. And these heavy jewels, not only heavy, they always scratch and damage the skin, body in multiple ways. But that is part of the tyaga. Understand one thing. It is not luxury. It is tyaga. These trolls and abusers need to understand Bhava Samadhi darshans are tyaga, not luxury, not show. It's true manifestation of cosmic beings. That is why the power manifestations happen everywhere when you are initiated, when you are having Bhava Samadhi darshans. I tell you, manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities or Nijavatara living incarnations is a definitive sign. Now, because of the grace of Paramashiva and protection of Mahakala Bhairava, the Kailasa has happened. I am safe. I have a place where I have complete religious freedom, where I can revive Hinduism, introduce and revive the authentic Hinduism to Hindus first. I understand when these anti-guru Hindus don't understand the absolute, complete, definitive sciences of Hinduism. They think all these sciences are fake, and they think these gurus who manifest these sciences are anti-Hindus, and they are really convinced that these gurus need to be eliminated to keep the Hinduism is alive. I am telling you, this is the most unfortunate thing. Actually, I don't hate this anti-Guru Hindus. I really don't hate these anti-Guru Hindus. I only feel, oh God, what a delusion and ignorance. The ignorance clubbed with arrogance and sometimes political power, media power, money power. These anti-Guru Hindus are more dangerous to Hinduism than the anti-Hindus themselves. Especially when they don't understand the principles, possibilities and definitive sciences of Hinduism, especially this Kriyapada principle. I tell you, actually, when you pour the mercury with the Pranapratishta mantras, it just becomes solid without any chemicals added, just with the power of the mantra that alchemy happens. I have proved it multiple times. In an organic, natural way, just by the power, the molecules of the mercury can be dismantled and assembled back as solid. From liquid level, it can be dismantled and assembled back as solid. The power of superconscious. Unfortunately, because this was not demonstrated or reproduced in large scale last few hundred years, common Hindus have started thinking all these are fake. Anti-Hindus started developing this narrative, all these are false superstitions, lies, cheating, charlatan, black magic, all those abusive words are thrown, and the anti-Hindu narratives are developed by anti-Hindus. And the anti-Guru Hindus have started getting brainwashed by anti-Hindus. Hindus brainwashed by anti-Hindus became anti-Guru Hindus. Understand? Hindus brainwashed by anti-Hindus became anti-Guru Hindus. The next major misinformation campaign run on Hinduism, and Hindus themselves get brainwashed, is which philosophy is right? Advaita or Dvaita or Visishtadvaita or Shuddhadvaita, Siddhanta Saiva, Veerashaiva. Hinduism should tell only one thing. Why is so many gods and so many philosophies? Which one is right? See other religions, one book, one god, one philosophy. Hinduism is too confusing. Hey, listen. First of all, I want Hindus to understand. Please understand. Only in binary logic, one philosophy can be true. In cosmic logic, all these philosophies are true. And there are much more number of philosophies which are more truer and truer and truer. Understand? Visishtadvaita is absolute truth at one level for you. Dvaita is absolute truth at one level for you. Advaita is absolute truth at one level for you. Shuddhadvaita is absolute truth at one level for you. Understand? Hinduism is the spiritual science to make you experience step by step various dimensions of the cosmic beings and cosmos itself. Fundamentally, all you need is Shraddha, sincerity. If you are born and feeling connected to Visishtadvaita, Sampradaya, please be sincere to that. That's all. If you needed to move to Shuddhadvaita or Veera Shaiva or Siddhanta Saiva or Kashmira Saiva, that spiritual force to which you are integrated, that cosmic being to whom you are sincere, Shraddha, that being is capable enough to guide you to the next level or higher level or where you need to reach. Please understand, all of them are in absolute oneness. Their only wish is your well-being and you experiencing Paramasatya, ultimate Satya. There is nothing called higher and lower. I will never say Advaita is somewhere higher than Visishtadvaita. I will never say Shuddhadvaita, in which I myself experience the ultimate. I will never say Shuddhadvaita is somewhere superior to Dvaita or Visishtadvaita or Advaita or Siddhanta Saiva or Veera Saiva or Kashmiri Shaivism. Understand that. Sincerity to the Sampradaya you are born or you are feeling connected is the essence of Hinduism. Sincerity. Shraddha. Understand? I am telling you, if you are born in Advaita family, but you suddenly feel deeply connected to Dvaita Siddhanta, nothing is wrong. To the Siddhanta you are feeling connected, be sincere. You are born in Vaishnavite family and suddenly you have a deep feeling connection with me. I am sitting with all the full Shaiva symbols and lifestyle and philosophy. Nothing is wrong. Be sincere to your feeling connection. And you are born in Shaiva Siddhanta family, but you have a strong feeling connection with Advaita or Veera Shaiva or Kashmiri Shaivism or Agora Sampradaya or Shakta Sampradaya. Nothing is wrong. Be sincere to the sampradaya or tradition you are feeling connected. Nothing is wrong. Hey, there are lots and lots of Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana precedents of many of our great gurus born in one family and brought up in different Gurukul, but finally became enlightened in different Sampradaya. For example, Ramanuja himself. He was in Advaita Siddhanta Gurukula. His guru was Advaita, great Advaiti. Actually, I should say awakened Advaiti. Nothing is wrong with the guru and nothing is wrong with the disciple, Ramanuja Acharya. Ramanuja became a great Visishta Advaita Siddhanta. Nothing is wrong with both of them. Both of them were absolutely sincere to their sampradayas, to which they feel connected. And some of the disciples of Ramanuja became great Advaitis later on. Same way, some of the followers of Shankara became great Dvaitis later on. Nothing is wrong in Hindu tradition. Shraddha is all required. That's the beauty of Hinduism. Hinduism accepts many gods, or I should say all gods. I always tell this one story. In one book fair, Ramakrishna Mission book stall, one volunteer was standing, managing the book stall. One elderly, educated, pandit, scholar-looking person came, and he was seeing the books. There was a Brahmasutra Sankarabhashya English translation and Brahmasutra Ramanujabhashya English translation. One beautiful thing with Ramakrishna Mission is they have done a greatest service to Hinduism by presenting all the aspects of Hinduism. I bow down to Sri Ramakrishna for creating such an amazing ecosystem called Ramakrishna Sampradaya, where smoothly, beautifully you can enjoy Advaita, Dvaita, Visishtadvaita, Shuddhadvaita, all Hindu Sampradayas you can enjoy in Ramakrishna's ecosystem. He is real Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa. I bow down to Ramakrishna. Pranamami Muhurmuhu for giving me the taste and experience. So that Pandit, great Pandit, I don't know what was the purpose of his asking the question to the volunteer, whether he wants to check the volunteer has read the books, because he is trying to stand in the stall and sell, whether he has read the books or the Pandit wants to show his Panditya, or just to pick up an argument. I don't know the purpose. The Pandit asked, do you know what's the difference between this book and this book? Ramanuja Bhashya and Sankara Bhashya. One of the greatest problem of India, or I should say greatest problem of Hinduism, most debated. What is the difference between Shankara Bhashya and Ramanuja Bhashya, Adva Bhashya, Nilakanta Shivacharya Bhashya? This difference between these Bhashyas, the biggest subject of Hinduism, greatest subject of Hinduism. The volunteer, innocent person, very just a person doing seva, not much Panditya or doesn't know how to argue or debate or anything. He just said, 35 rupees, sir. This is 70 rupees, this is 35 rupees, that's all, sir. One of the biggest problem of Hinduism, he has answered in 1 minute. I don't know whether to laugh or. I tell you, Shraddha, sincerity to the Sampradaya, you are feeling connected. For example, you strongly feel connected to Dvaita and Udupi Sri Krishna, and you are all the time in the Bhava Samadhi of Udupi Sri Krishna. If you needed to experience Shuddha Dvaita or Dvaita or Kashmiri Saivism or Veera Saivism, anything for your ultimate realization and ultimate Paramapadam, Udupi Sri Krishna is capable enough, powerful enough, intelligent enough to lead you properly to that source and make you feel connected and do the smooth transition and liberate you. Or he can liberate you even directly without even making you go through. All you need is a Shraddha to what you are doing and to the Sampradaya you are feeling connected. That's all. Please let us stop internally weakening ourselves, destroying ourselves, abusing ourselves. You need to listen. You need to understand. Shraddha, sincerity to the tradition you are feeling connected is all you need. You do not need hatred for other sampradayas to become sincere to your sampradaya. Ishta nishta. Chastity to your ishta. Your chosen deity and chosen sampradaya and chosen cosmic being or to your guru does not need you to hate other cosmic beings, other sampradayas, other traditions, other gurus or other philosophy. Hatred and excluding others with hatred is not prerequisite for intensifying sincerity, Shraddha in the Sampradaya you have chosen for your life. That is what is the important truth you need to know. And I tell you, all the Sarvanya Pitas which I have experienced and revived, I tell you, I am an insider. I have seen all the original deities which is in Shyamala Pita, Sarvanya Pita, Madurai. I have done puja by myself to them and I have seen all the mother documents, Moola Pattadis of Madurayadinam, Tondaimandaladinam, or Swargabaramadinam, or Kashi Sarvanyapitam. Many of the Sarvanya Pitas, I tell you, in all Sarvanya Pitas, all Shanmata Sampradayas are worshipped. There is a beautiful Venkateshwara, Vishnu deity in Shyamalapeta Sarvanyapeta, Madurai Adinam. Unfortunately, the worship is not happening. They have kept it inside. I don't know during which Sannidhanam Sampradayam or time the deity was moved inside and secretly kept inside under lock and key. This beautiful main deity of Venkateshwara. And the Pattadi, Somasambhu Pattadi, clearly describes Vishnu worship. Need to be done as part of everyday Parartha Puja. So the Pattadi and all the cosmic beings, deities described in Pattadi manual, both I have seen in all Sarvanyapitas. Unfortunately, some people try to exclude and these people who try to exclude start fight between each other, and I don't want to get into those details, but I want modern day Hindus to know the real authentic Hinduism insists on sincerity to the sampradaya you are born or intensely feeling connected. Understand? Just like a jati and varna. For example, you may be born in the jati of Brahmana and you can choose, decide to be Kshatriya. Nothing wrong. You may be born in the family, jati of Kshatriya, and you can choose to become Brahmana, like Vishwamitra. Nothing wrong. You are accepted and given the topmost title Brahmarishi. Same way, you can be born in Vaishya family and you can choose to become Brahmana. You are accepted into Brahmana Varna. Nothing wrong. Understand? The Varna, including, accepting, updating, keeping it alive, that body, Brahmin's body, Sannyasi's body, Guru's body, that body was attacked and destroyed by Mughals at that time, because that body was keeping the Varna Ashrama Dharma alive. The Akkadas were the body, keeping the Varna and Ashrama Dharma alive. Jati is the structure, gives you the possibility and ecosystem. For example, if you are born as a Brahmin, you are given that ecosystem to evolve and become the part of Brahmana Varna. But if you decide you want to become part of the Kshatriya Varna, you are free to do. You are given absolute support and you are declared as Kshatriya by the Panchayati. See, each village used to have the Panchayati. That is why it is called Panchayati Akkadas. The Panch Parameshwar, the 5 experts in that field, each field, will sit together. Either expert in a Brahmana or Vaishya or Kshatriya or Shudra, any field, 5 experts should sit. They are called Panchayati. And that Panchayati, they are called Pancha Parameshwars. That Panchayati declares somebody entering into Brahmana Varna or Kshatriya Varna or Shudra Varna or Vaishya Varna. mostly the jati, same person, gets into same varna, but not compulsorily. This beautiful structure was destroyed by Mughals during the Mughal invasion and twisted and distorted by British, saying that only by birth Varna exists. Jati and Varna is same. That is the biggest crime done by British. Destroying our civilization. Understand? Usually, the Jati person gets into the same Varna, but not compulsorily. And one more thing, Varna is only 4. Varna is only 4. Jati is more than 30,000. That itself should make you understand. Varna is different and Jati is different. Jati is 30,000. Varna is only 4. And the beauty is, if you do not want to fit into any of these Varna or Jati, you are free to declare yourself as Adhyashrami, Paramahamsa, and live the life out of the grid. You can just be out of the grid lifestyle, and you are respected by the people who are living in the grid. They give you food, support you, and worship you. You don't need to become a thief, robber, or antisocial element. You can be beyond society, above social element. That's the beauty of the Hindu society. Many Hindu scriptures describe the cosmic beings, gods, goddesses, incarnating and manifesting in Shudra Sarira. I can give you tons of reference. Shudras by Jati became Brahmana by Varna. Valmiki, Vasishta. Shudra by Jati, but Brahmana by Varna. The CRPC inherited by independent India from British does not give you the knowledge. I tell you, first of all, the Indian education system, instead of teaching you the nuances and subtleties of the Varna and Ashrama Dharma, it teaches you to brush aside the whole thing and destroy it. Even the modern day neo-Hindus, many Hindus feel ashamed about the Varnashrama Dharma. Hey, understand that is the most beautiful social structure, most stable social structure. I will set up a successful model of Hindu original Varnashrama Dharma as per Manu, and then talk to you guys. Hey, if we are still alive, if we are having the pride of oldest living civilization, it is because of Varnashrama Dharma. It is such rigid, as strong as gear, and as flexible as the gear which can unclutch. and clutch into multiple other gears. It is a beautiful driving mechanism. The gear need to be very strong, and it should also have the flexibility to unclutch and clutch with the other gears. It's just like a gear mechanism. Very strong. It can transmit a powerful energy. And it can just like that unclutch from that gear and clutch with another gear. A very stable system of jati. For generations, the very DNA vibrates with Veda mantras. And highly flexible. If you choose to become Kshatriya, all it takes is 3 seconds. Conscious decision, declaration, and Panchayati Pancha Parameshwar approving. You are a Vaishya. You can just unclutch and fit yourself into the next gear. You may be an amazing Shudra, master of agriculture or carpentry or goldsmith or any physical working. By jati, you can just shift your varna to Brahmana in 3 seconds. Understand? There are tons of evidence. Shudras moving to Brahmana Varana. Shudra by jati moves to Brahmana by Varana. Brahmana by jati moves even to Shudra by Varana. And Brahmana by jati moves to Vaishya or Kshatriya by Varana. Vaishya by jati moves to Brahmana or Shudra by Varana. The Varna Ashrama Dharma should be revived. In Kailasa, I will revive it. Actually, these are the reasons why I decided to make Kailasa happen. See, we need a place where I can set up this model community and demonstrate it to the world. I want my kids to understand jati and varna is not wrong. I want my kids to understand untouchability is not wrong. Hey, what are you doing now in Corona's time? Social distancing. Our Hindu rishis prescribed the same thing only for health purpose. Understand? Later on, British made us believe it was inequality. Understand one thing. Rama, the great Kshatriya Mahaburusha, hugs Guha, supposed to be Shudra. Great sons like Pottuluri Swami and Tukaram had Brahmins as their disciples. Meigandar from Saivavalalar community had his chief disciple Adishaiva Shivacharya, Arunandi Shivam. I can give you thousands of references. Hey, we were such an amazing, sweet community. Hindu civilization is the most just, honest, best possible equality society. You Hindus are brainwashed by the anti-Hindus. To believe your Varna Ashrama Dharma is anti-social. Hey, I tell you, the most beautiful, the gear mechanism of Varna Jati system forcibly made into rigid caste system to destroy the Varna Jati system in 1871 Act. Go back, trace back, read the history. It's a cunning strategy of the anti-Hindus to break our society. As I told you, these 4 pillars of Hinduism: Gurukul, Guru Sampradaya, and the benevolent, autocratic leader-led democracy. That was the Hindu political system. Third, the Varnashrama Dharma. Fourth, a strong, beautiful joint family system. Working systematically for last 200 years. The anti-Hindu forces have literally dismantled all 4. All 4. This generation Hindus do not even know the original Gurukul system, where the students used to manifest powers, where the Brahmastra can be taught just by the initiation of the mantra. Once you know the mantra, you just pick up the Dhruva grass and utter the mantra and blow. That Dhruva grass goes as Brahmastra. Nuclear weapon. The modern day Hindus think it's all mythology or superstition or poetry or symbolic representation. Hey, it is a fact. Absolute fact. Somewhere I will have to establish all this and show you all this existed and all this is possible even today. Only then I can make you understand. That is why I have decided to make Kailasa happen, and multiple things I have already started proving. The power manifestation science, and how the Varna and Jati can be organized, creating an ecosystem, how the ecosystem, for example, when 10 kids manifest powers and 10 more kids are added to the team, you don't even need to spend time on separately initiating them all into each power. Just along with the team, the ecosystem supports them and they start manifesting all the powers. The power of Sangha and ecosystem. I can tell you. This is possible. That Tilagavadi Ammayar, her power and feeling connection with Paramashiva, she just gives vibhuti, sacred ash to Tirunavukarasar, who was actually converted into Jainism. Just by that sacred ash, not only he gets healed of his stomach pain, his whole heart experiences the feeling connection with Paramashiva. and he comes back to the Shaivite tradition. All the lies you have been told that Shudras were denied education and all is absolute lie to destroy the Hindu civilization. This false identity Dalit was developed, and British archives shows very clearly in 1930s 75% of the students in Gurukuls, every village, are Shudras by Jati. By Jati you can be anything. Education is not denied for you, and entering into any Varna is not denied for you. I can give you thousands of historical reference. More than that, I will establish and show you this as a living successful model. India has become the anti-Hindu gang, anti-Hindu ecosystem and anti-Guru Hindu ecosystem. Both became so powerful. Listen, anti-Hindu ecosystem, anti-Guru Hindu ecosystem, both has become so powerful. It was literally strangling me, persecuting me. Literally they want to eliminate me, especially this anti-Guru Hindu ecosystem is so thoroughly convinced the Hindu Gurus need to be eliminated to keep the Hinduism alive. They are convinced that Hindu Gurus are the parasites on Hinduism and Hindu society. Very unfortunate. So they wait for a chance to brand any Hindu Guru as a criminal and eliminate him, either by killing or by putting him in jail forever, by falsely convicting. I read beautiful article, point by point explaining how Ram Rahim was innocent and he was convicted, falsely found guilty and convicted for the crimes he has not done. Either they do like a Palgar mob lynching. The sadhus who were killed in the Palgar mob lynching, Kalpavriksha Giri Maharaj and his assistant sadhu and his assistant driver, all three. The only crime they have done is they trusted that police will protect them. Instead of getting into their vehicle and rushing, driving away, they just trusted police will protect us. What is there? We will go to the police station and establish our identity and prove that we are neither thieves nor criminals, so we are going to be protected. That trusting that police is the biggest crime. Kalpavriksha Giri Maharaj and Sushil Giri Maharaj and his driver, all three of them did. I have done that same crime multiple times, trusting the police, that police will protect me. If you are thinking police is going to protect you, you are a fool, because the anti-Hindu ecosystem has taken over the police department. Same way, anti-Guru Hindu ecosystem, these two ecosystems are already taken over the police department, are all departments, whether it is a entertainment cult or mass media cult or administration or legislative or politics, both the gangs have taken over. Anti-Hindu cult and anti-Guru Hindu cult, both have taken over. Fortunately, Paramashiva Paramashiva gave me the clarity and Kalabhairava is giving me the protection. So I am safe and I have decided to revive this authentic original Hinduism as per the scriptures. Hey, I want to tell you, Hindus are the only civilization. Do not need to be ashamed at all about your past. Everything happened in your past, you have done best. Don't be ashamed. Nothing to be guilty of. If at all you need to be guilty or ashamed of something, whatever was falsely taught to you as a Hinduism and brainwashing done on you by the anti-Hindu cult and anti-Guru Hindu cult, you need to be ashamed of only that brainwashing and whatever you allowed to happen to you due to that brainwashing. That's all. The sati, the original sati system, the modern day Hindus do not even know. The anti-Hindu cult, how they taught and brainwashed the Hindus about the sati system, only that the modern day Hindus know. The original system of sati is an amazing spiritual science of leaving the body and taking the next body. All right, you stopped the sati. Have you stopped the whole society? I want to question all the anti-Hindu elements destroyed the sati system. I am questioning them. You stopped the whole society. Falsely branding sati as murder or suicide. Actually, people who branded sati as murder and suicide is nothing but they want our Hindu women as sex slaves for them. Why any women want to be a sex slave for the gang of rapists and be part of their rapist orgies? Why? I tell you, sati was not compulsory. Kundi did not die. When Dasharatha died, neither Kausalya nor Kaikeyi or the mother of Lakshmana and Shatrugna died, Sumitra. None of them entered into fire. Hey, be very clear about Hindu history and Hinduism. Misinformations about Charyapada, Kriyapada, Yogapada, Jnanapada should be cleared. And all these four pillars of Hinduism, Gurukul, benevolent, autocratic, a visionary should be the leader with democracy system for mass. Certain powers should be democratic, but the vision should be in the hands of benevolent, autocratic leader. And the third, Varnashrama Dharma. Fourth, a beautiful, large, joint family. I will revive these four and demonstrate it to the world, the original, authentic Hinduism and the success of the Hindu lifestyle, principles, everything. How it gives superconscious breakthrough as a natural lifestyle. See, once I create this kind of a lifestyle, you see, actually, I was successful in creating the model, role model. My pilot study was successful in Adi Kailash. That is why the anti-Hindu cult and anti-Guru Hindu cult was not able to tolerate. They rushed with so much of speed and ganged up together and strangulated me and persecuted me and did everything they can. But fortunately for me, Paramashiva gave me the knowledge and clarity, and Kalabhairava gave, and Kalabhairava is giving me the protection. I am safe and I have a place now where I can do the manifestation of Kailasa perfectly and demonstrate it to the world. See, once I revive this whole Kailasa civilization, just by natural living there, you will become enlightened, you will have superconscious breakthrough. Even if you visit for a few days, you will start manifesting powers. By living there, you will start getting enlightened and have a superconscious breakthrough. And I am also choosing that kind of a beautiful beings who are highly integrated and qualified to create that kind of a group energy and ecosystem. Not only conflict free, complementing each other. We need to stop Hindu Holocaust by making this anti-Guru Hindu cult to understand the importance of Hindu gurus, to keep the Hinduism alive and bring legitimacy to every aspect of Hinduism. Hinduism cannot be kept alive just by bringing political legitimacy. We need to bring spiritual legitimacy to Hinduism by demonstrating all the power manifestation sciences and studying them scientifically, systematically, doing researches and demonstrating it to the world, documenting it. I can prove the very aura of a stone becomes different after the deity, the cosmic being, is made to manifest in that. Not just energy level, even the weight, the mass of the deity. If a deity, stone deity, weighs 1 ton, once the prana pratishtha is done, the cosmic being starts manifesting in that deity, I guarantee the weight will be more than 1 ton. We need to study, document all this scientifically and demonstrate it. I am going to do it and I will do it. Already I have done this through power manifestation science. Now I will do it more systematically. Like this, each level, same way. When I am just living in my Sahaja Samadhi, my physical body weight is different. When I am in Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Kalabhairava or Ganapati or Shiva, the weights are different. Not just physical appearance and size, even the mass, the weight is different. I'll document all this and prove, not only for me, even for my disciples who are initiated and manifesting these powers. And I'll also prove the reproducibility of what I am demonstrating. I already have done tons of work in this line, established tons of things, and I'll establish tons more. These are the purpose of reviving Kailasa. Only if all these are done, and whatever is done is documented and demonstrated, shown to the world, and whatever need to be documented should be documented and demonstrated to the world more systematically, scientifically, the way they can understand as per the binary logic and maths. They will understand Hinduism is extraordinary, subtle, but definitive science. Maybe subjective, but definitive science. If you do the yogasanas on your own, the effect will be different. If you do the asanas along with that original mantra chanting, the effect will be higher. And if you do the same asanas along with the original mantra chanting and that mudra, the whole vinyasa krama revealed by an incarnation for the modern day human body, the effect will be something extraordinary. Hundreds of times more than ordinary yoga asana practice. All this I've already documented enough. Need to document more and display it to the world more. That's it. For all this, I need a peaceful place where I can do all this research and demonstrate it to the world. That is why I created this Kailasa. I humbly request all Hindus, if you are feeling connected to what I am saying, if you want to be part of what I am doing, please sign up. Either to be sympathizer, Kailasa Viswasi, or to be Kailasa Vasi, to be resident of Kailasa. You can sign up for both. You can even sign up for e-Kailasavasi at nityanandahinduuniversity.org/daily satsang. Whoever signs up, once we start opening different branches of Kailasa, we will start accommodating you, training you. We are going to be having separate male monastery, female monastery, Gurukul for children, and Grihasthas, Adhinams for householder community. So as per the Varna Ashrama Dharma, as per the Varnashana Ashrama, we are going to have multiple campuses dedicated for those purposes. Everything is evolving. So whoever is interested in what I am talking about, please sign up. Let us revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let's revive Kailasa, the ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization. Kailasa is the ancient, enlightened Hindu civilization. Let's revive it. So now, we will offer our worship to Adi Shankaracharya and Ramanujacharya in Adi Kailasa as their Jayanti Mahotsava is today. Then move to the next step.
Nityanandam. Today is the Shukla Paksha Panchami of Vaishakha Masa, the day of the day when Paramashiva manifested in the form of Jagadguru Srimad Adi Shankaracharya, and this same day, today, being the Ardra Nakshatra of Mesha Masa, the Adishesha directly incarnated in the form of Srimad Ramanujacharya. Today is the Shankara Jayanti Mahotsava and Ramanuja Jayanti as well. Today in Adi Kailasa Nityananda Peetha, Swamiji's Murti is gracing in the Bhava Darshan Alankaram of Srimad Adi Shankaracharya. We offer our worship to Srimad Adi Shankaracharya now. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankarupena Machittam Bhakti Kritama Bhudyaya Inkariyasya Samaya Shankaracharya Mashraye. Om Devanamam Papritamam Jukatamam Vahitamam Deva Bhutamam Akritam Havilpanam Dirgam Hasvamasva Arvitrasya Vachakra Prekshema Firma Samvikha Masvahikam. Om Jagadguru Srimad Bhagavat Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya Swamine Namo Namaha Sarvadeva Devi Gurupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Dhupamagrapayami. Vyasvajata Vedo Bhagnan Nirritim Mama Pashugishtamakyama Bhajivanancha Disho Disha Mano Higumchi Jata Vedo Gamashtam Purusham Jagate Abhibhadakna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya. Shri Jagadguru Srimad Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya Swamine Namo Namaha Sarvadeva Devi Gurupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Ekaharati Deepam Sandarshayami. Om Amrite Amritodbhave Amritavarshini Amritam Shravaya Shravaya Swaha. Jagadguru Srimad Adi Shankara Bhagavad Padacharya Swamine Namaha Sarvadeva Devi Gurupaya Bhagavate Shri Nityananda Paramashivaya Namaha Naivedyam Nivedayami. राजाधिराजाय प्रसज्यताहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु वेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विश्वो भान्तिको यमग्निः तमेव भान्तम् अनुभाति सर्वं तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति जगद्गुरु श्रीमद् आदिशंकर भगवत्पादाचार्य स्वामिने नमः सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः सर्वोपचार पूजार्थे सर्वापराध क्षमापनार्थे समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थे कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि शान्धारयामि यो नित्यमच्युतपदां व्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। ॐ धूरसि धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयो ओस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्मन् देवानामतिस्थितमं बप्रितमं युक्ततमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममकृतमति हविर्धानन्तरं हत्वमात्वा आर्मित्रस्य त्वाचक्रा प्रेक्षेमाभ्यर्मासं विक्था मात्वा हिंसिकम्। श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि। प्रजातवेदो भग्नं निरृतिं मम पशुश्चमक्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दिश मानो हिगुंसि जातवेदो गामश्च जगत् अभिभ्रदग्नागहि श्रियामा परिपातय। श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः एकहारती दीपं संदर्शयामि। ओम अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। ओम सर्वव्याप्ति सर्वसृजित्यै सर्वमेव तेनाप्नोति सर्वं जयति श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः कर्पूरनीराजनं सन्दर्शयामि चक्रान् धारयामि
Such a fulfillment to worship all the acharyas and celebrate the Chittiri Brahmotsavam happening. Especially Shankaracharya, he directly belonged to that Sampradaya because he revived Shyamalapita Sarvagnapitam and Kanchi Kailasapitam and all the Akkadas. All the 13 Akkadas were revived by Shankaracharya. So, we offer respects to our great reviver in our Guru Parampara. So, with this, the essence of today's satsang. Let's revive Varnashrama Dharma. First Gurukul, then the Hindu kingdom system, Panchayati, we can call it as Panchayati kingdom system, and Varnashrama Dharma, and ultimately the large, beautiful joint family system. So all these four, first Gurukul system, second the Panchayati Rajya system, we can call it a Sundareshwara Rajya, Meenakshi Rajya, Meenakshi Sundareshwara Rajya system, Meenakshi Sundareshwara kingdom, Ramarajya, all these are one and the same. Meenakshi Sundareshwara Rajya system. And third, the Varnashrama Dharma. Fourth, the large joint family system. All the four. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. Living and radiating the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.